Good morning, everybody. Actually, I think, yeah, it's noon, so it's afternoon, right? So here's my very late Goodwill haul, and I'm going to tell you why. I went to my Goodwill on Tuesday, and there was nothing. So then I thought, well, let me go back, and maybe I'll find something on Wednesday, because we know that, like, I go there, and then there's nothing, and then I find stuff, right? Okay. So I really didn't find anything. I mean, I found things like I found a strainer for your dishes, you know, the rack thing, which I've been needing for a while. And it was interestingly, it was brand new, still had the tags on it from Bath and Body Works. And it was like half the price at Goodwill, but it still had the label and it had never been used. So I was very happy with that. And like a dish pan thing, which also had never been used. So those were the only two things I found that were, you know, well, actually I did find one thing. I'm going to show it to you, and it's vintage. So I found this. And the reason I know it's vintage is because of this right here. This is from July 1984, not 2084. And it's just a basic cigar box. But I think cigar boxes, and this one is not the prettiest, right? But I think cigar boxes are really pretty. And they're kind of nice. And what I do with these, aside from storing all kinds of whatever, sewing stuff or whatever, is I put this on my coffee table, especially the ones that are really pretty. And I put the remote controls in here and to hide the remote controls. I also put like my readers in here. Yeah, so that's what I do with that. Okay, so today I had a doctor's appointment, a couple towns over. Cancer center checkup, by the way. Everything looks good. Nothing to write home about. There's a Goodwill over there. And I thought, well, let me check out their Goodwill. Maybe I'll find something. So let me give you a little bit of information about this Goodwill. This particular Goodwill, the woman who is the manager occasionally comes over and works at our Goodwill. And I asked her one time about patterns. And she said to me, oh, when we get patterns at the Goodwill where I usually work in Mays Landing, we just throw them away. And I think I actually made like a kind of noise, right? I just couldn't believe it. But she was like, yeah, they're too much work to bag up. And I was like, you know, I know. I was like, what? But while I was there today, I still looked to see if they have patterns. I found one pattern. Only one. Right? But it's new. And it's still factory folded. Right? There we go. Look at this. Uncut, factory folded. My favorite words. And factory folded really bad. It's really funny when you see a factory fold like this and it's like, this guy did not want to work that day. Like, just left this little tail. In fact, I'm going to put it kind of inside the pattern so it doesn't get all banged up. So, you know, not horrible. It was $1.49. I'm sure I can sell it. Even if I sell it for $3, I made my money back plus some, right? So while I'm digging around the craft section and I find that pattern, I find this weird mystery bag. And when I say weird, I'm not kidding. Okay, so first of all, you can see it's very banged up. Now, this is what made me grab it, right? It's the tomato pin cushion. But on the front of it is tissue paper, very small tissue paper. And then on the back is felt. And I'm like, oh, this is probably some kind of craft thing. And then I'm looking and I see, I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you see this book thing in here that has the word sew on it? So I'm like, okay, well, we're going to have to take this home, right? We're going to have to take this home. We're going to have to see what it is. So I'm officially going to open it right now, live. For any of you that didn't catch it, I did do a live feed Halloween night, but I got to be honest, it was scary, and I don't mean that in a good way. My angles were so off. I was trying to show, first of all, I was having problems with the lighting. It just looked horrible, even with the light. And then when I was trying to show the patterns, I didn't have the good angle, so I apologize for that. All right, so it's open. By the way, $2.99, but it was half price, so I got it. My entire purchase today was $3.19 with the tax. So not bad for a pattern and whatever this is, including purple tissue paper, so which I'll use in the Etsy store. Okay, so, okay, horse or unicorn. That's a good start right there. Let's try the horse or unicorn and let's see what that is. Okay. So it is a really banged up horse or unicorn pattern and a piggy pattern and Ratsy. That's interesting. And I guess this is Ellie the elephant. Okay. Some cut up felt and apparently the beginning of a project. Oh, and more beginning of a project. Oh, look. There we go. Okay, so what else is in here? Okay. And then I guess this is Allie the alligator. And more felt. And then we have actually, this is almost brand new. Wow, this is really brand new, this tomato. I can feel it. This tomato pincushion is really, really new. What do we have? We have some floss. We have some more floss. And we have two nickel-plated embroidery needles. Yeah, these are embroidery because it says chenille on the front. Wow. Some truly cool looking pin cushions. Look, well, not pin cushions, I'm sorry, pins. Look how bright those are. Those are amazing. And there's a whole bunch of them stuck in here, so I'm going to put those back together. More floss. It's a pictogram pen, so I'm assuming this is some kind of a pen that's used for marking things like fabric. A thimble, and here's what we got. Okay, my first book of hand sewing. It's a Palmer and Plush production. I'm trying to see a year. Well, I'll give you a clue. There's no website, but there's a 1-800 number, which makes me think, this is kind of old. Oh, and here we go. All right, guys, so this is level 1. Okay. And this apparently went with, there we go. There's where the pattern pieces. Bad though, very cute. Teaching kids to hand sew. Something I actually should learn to do because I'm not a hand sewer. Oh, and here we go. Here's all the stencil pieces that I just found. So they might have actually been, oh no, you just take this and you enlarge it on a copy machine. Okay, so those pieces were not part of the original book or anything. These are just, so, all right, still looking for a date, which is weird. Oh, and it has a teaching rhyme for teachers, ages 5 to 11. I'll be able to sell this online. This is cute. 1992. Wow. Okay. But cute book, right? Okay. And then in here I have more felt pieces. More felt pieces. And then look at this. Whole bag. Unused felt. And that's okay. I'll give this to my neighbor. My neighbor, his church does like a puppet thing. And when I had a bunch of felt, I gave it to a woman in his church who does like the puppet thing. But hey, not bad. So basically, for $3.19, I ended up with a book, a pattern, an unopened thing of purple tissue paper, which I will seriously use to wrap things up, and like a brand new tomato, right, with these super cool neon pins. And I'm looking, and there's actually, I can see that there is a needle that is shoved down into the tomato. So anyway, and look, this is completely unopened. Not that I don't really do floss, but whatever. Anyway, So that was my haul today. That was my Goodwill haul, a slightly belated Goodwill haul. I think I'm going to do another video on Sunday. I'm not sure what the subject matter is going to be, but I'll figure it out before then. And until my next video, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if any of you have either made this pattern. It's McCall's 6605. Or if any of you have ever heard of this book or used this book. It has notes for sewing teachers, so, you know, it's obviously like a teacher's guide, but kind of cute, like really cute, you know, kids book. And yeah, until the next video, I'll see you and have a great week. Stay safe, stay well, stay warm. If you're on the East Coast, we finally got fall on the East Coast. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Please leave me lots of comments. I love them. Bye.